Okay, after you've logged into Drupal, you're going to go under Content Management, then Content, then Add Article. Okay, first thing you're going to do is enter a headline. If you copy and paste out of DTI, just replace out the curly apostrophes and the single quote marks with straight ones. Just manually switch it out, type it in. Otherwise you'll see weird symbols. Priority weight, centerpiece, lead story, it's a 1. Otherwise, or it could be a 2, 3, 4 if it's a sub-centerpiece. Otherwise it's a 5. Kicker, just ignore the kicker. Time saver, you can copy and paste that out of DTI, and also delete the N. Sometimes there's an N in DTI that doesn't translate into what it should in online, so get rid of it. Dateline, just start typing it in. You should automatically pull the rest of it in. Byline, the same thing. If you just start typing in a name, it's an auto-completion field, so it should finish. Okay, now we're going to get to the body portion of the text, where you're entering all the text. But first thing you need to do is open your HTML kit, because you need to add spaces in the text if you're getting it out of DTI, if there's no spaces between paragraphs. So just clear it out, make your document blank. Go ahead and copy the text out of DTI. Paste it into your HTML kit. Okay, now you're going to do Control H and then find what /n place with /n /n. Full text under scope, all under direction, and under options select regular expression and then replace all. So now everything is spaced out appropriately, and you just can copy all of it. Before you do that, actually, the tagline, make sure it's not broken up. Then copy it all, and then go into the body portion of Drupal, scroll down to the little T icon with the folder underneath it. And then just paste the text in there, and then go to the bottom of the block, the body block. Click Insert. So you're done with the body section. Okay, now we're ready to add categories. Let's just say it's a story about students arrested on charges they assaulted an elementary school teacher. So under Subject, click Add Categories, then click Education, and you'll see to the right a new section appears. So since this is related to an elementary school, click the K-12 link and then check elementary school. But since this is also related to crime, you're going to want to go back to the left-hand side and click the public safety category. Then check off crime. And then close. Okay, if there's going to be a FastFacts box, you click the FastFacts box link, and it's kind of set up the same way as your text. You have a body section, a headline section, and there's that little vanilla folder with the T icon at the bottom of the body block that you do the same thing. You click that after you've copied out your information. So change that to uppercase. And then go ahead and click that little folder. And paste it in there. And insert. Okay, so let's say you pasted something in the body section, and you just realized you need to go back in there and fix it. Like it says, Sprint Cup, that should be upper lowercase. So you're going to go over to the icon that says HTML and click that, and then just manually go in there and type it in, and then update. and you can bold if you want. Okay, now images. So click the image link. And if it hasn't already been created or in the system, you're going to have to add the image. So go ahead and click Add Image. Enter a title. Put the date as well into the title. This is something the public won't see. This is just for us to find photos easier in the archives. And then go ahead and grab your photo. And then open it and then upload. Drupal works best if the pictures are 1,000 pixels wide by 750 pixels tall. That's the ideal dimensions. It doesn't have to be those dimensions, but that's the way that works best with those dimensions because it can scale down. And then alternate title and title. Enter something descriptive in case the link is broken and the user needs some way of identifying what they're not being able to see. So when you're done with that, you basically can ignore the rest of the stuff, except for, ignore the kicker, ignore the priority weight, unless you're going to have more than one picture associated with the story and you want one to trump the other. Then you'd make a priority weight 1, 2, 3, and so forth. So now we're going to enter the caption field, and that's where you enter that little T folder icon, open that up, and then paste your text into the caption block. And you can, change the style however you need to change it. And then insert. You need to add the credit, so you just start typing in the photographer's name, and that should pull it in automatically. Then taxonomy. Not necessarily need a taxonomy, but it doesn't hurt if need be. And then publishing options, it should default to publish, and then you just click submit. And then just in that black shaded area to the right of the border, between the borders, click there, left click mouse there, and that'll bring you back to the original article that you were working on. So you've already added the channels, you've done the taxonomy, so we just keep scrolling down. You've added, and the image is automatically added, so you don't need to do anything else with that. And just keep scrolling down. There's an external link or an internal link. External, if it's already in the system, you just start typing it in and it'll pull it in automatically. Same thing with internal links if it's a story. Otherwise, you have to go to the content section and add a brand new external link. Same thing with internal. Although internals are just basically other stories that have already been published. Okay, normally with the publishing, you're going to publish it in real time. You don't need to do this part. This is just for the night crew who are posting, delay posting it like until next morning at 3 a.m. So they have to type this information, the year, followed by the month and the date. For the rest of us, you click publish and promoted to front page. You would ignore the scheduling part, but if you need to get this up now, you click publish, promoted to front page. Just like if you're scheduling it, you'd actually do the same thing, and then click submit. And then if you want to see it in the list, you go back under content management, content and list, and there it is. And it says not published because we're scheduling it to be published. Otherwise, it'll say published, and the last thing you need to do is clear the cache if you want to get it up right now. That basically forces it to update the web page. That's a step you don't need to do if you're scheduling it to be published. Clear cache is also if you go back into a story, make changes. You click submit, and then you click clear cache. So those are going to be the last two steps you do, regardless of whether it's a new story or a story you're editing.